back to FBC Sports Balls podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Super Bowl this Sunday between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to be giving some of our predictions, and we do have some special guests later that will be helping us out. So first, what do you guys want to start with?
Let's just go with our outright winners.
Okay.
I mean, I think this year is one of the closest, most unpredictable Super Bowls we've seen in a while. Because most years you're like, oh, one team has the edge or one team is better. You have the Eagles, who on paper are better right now, but had a shaky road to the Super Bowl with a lot of ease and a lot of luck, per se. And then you have the Chiefs, who have the greatest quarterback in the NFL, but he's running on one ankle. And the greatest tight end in the NFL, but with a poor receiving core on top of him. And it's just all up in the air. But I really don't know where I'm going here, but if I had to pick, I'll spice it up and go Chiefs. I think Mahomes will get it done. And the Eagles will just I haven't seen enough of the Eagles to like them to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. So, you guys?
Yeah, well, I'd agree with Kyle because the Eagles really, when you look at their games, they walked into the Super Bowl. Like, it was like someone opened the door for them and they just walked right in. And not saying that they're not a good team, they're best team in the NFC still, but I like how gritty the Chiefs are, and I also want to spice it up, so I'm going to go with the Chiefs because I don't see many people picking the Chiefs around here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to disagree with both of you guys. I think you're outright wrong. I think the Eagles have easily the best offense in the whole NFL. They've proved it many weeks, and Jalen Hurts only in his third season as a quarterback under a second-year head coach, and he's putting up MVP numbers. I just think I think he'll get the job done for the Eagles. I think it'll be close. I think it's going to come down to the wire, maybe even like the last drive. But I think the Eagles do take this one.
All right. Quick question here. What's your X factor for the game, or like big moment, or big key that gives one team the edge, or something interesting? Like me, I'll go. I think the X factor in this game is the Eagles' rush defense. Like it's their pass rush, and however that goes, because obviously it's the best in the NFL, and the Chiefs with a immobile Mahomes, but I think that with that pass rush, a lot of things gotta go perfect for the Chiefs. Yeah. Like I said, I think the Chiefs can get it done. I don't think it will live up to the hype in the Super Bowl and get all of these sacks. It's just
no. Yeah, I agree.
The line of the Chiefs isn't what it was 3 years ago. They amped it. I don't think Mahomes' ankle is as bad as it was against Cincinnati or the other teams they played. So it really comes down to that Eagles defensive line, and if they can get to them, it's an Eagles ball game the whole way. But I don't think they will, and I think that's what will give them the edge. And then even Andy Reid game planning against it.
Yeah. My X factor probably be the versatility of the Chiefs offense. I think it comes down to how well or if Jerick McKinnon can play. Jerick McKinnon has come up at the end of the season and been a huge factor for the Chiefs. I mean, he doesn't even run the ball, but he's so versatile in the passing game. It helps them tremendously. So if he can perform, the Chiefs will perform, and if the Chiefs perform, they have a good chance of beating the Eagles.
Yeah, I think the X factor for the Eagles in this one is going to be Miles Sanders. He's had a couple shaky games, and then he's had games where he has 2 touchdowns and 100-plus rushing yards. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was like top 5 in the league for rushing yards this season. But I think if they can get Sanders going in the backfield, I think everything else will do the rest, and I think that's what they need.
All right. That's enough with us. Now on to 2 special guests this week.
I'm Ethan Kurtz.
And I'm Peter Otto.
And here are our Super Bowl predictions and our MVP picks. So I'm going to have to go Chiefs by a field goal. Think it'll be a high-scoring game. even though the Eagles have a phenomenal defense. I think I'm going to end up going 31-28. My Super Bowl MVP is a bit of a hot take, but I'm going Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He had a big game against the Bengals, and you're going to call it crazy, I know. But if he makes a clutch play, which he did make some nice catches down the line in that game, he could genuinely be the Super Bowl MVP. Let's not forget who had a great conference championship game when the Chiefs last won a Super Bowl. Damian Williams. Yeah, he wasn't the Super Bowl MVP, but he had a heck of a game. In my opinion, he should have been the MVP. MVS, my pick.
I mean, if you look up and down the Eagles roster, you can make the argument that they have the advantage at every position except for quarterback, tight end, and defensive tackle. The only reason that this game is close is because of Magic Mahomes over there. I'm going 41-33 for my score prediction, Eagles. And Hassan Reddick is probably going to be one of the few defensive players to win Super Bowl MVP. Kyle said it earlier. This game rests on the Eagles pass rush versus that Chiefs O-line. And if Hassan Reddick makes just a few big plays on Orlando Brown, then the Eagles will probably pull out the win.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned on Fox at 6:30 to watch the Kansas City Chiefs play the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. And stay tuned for next week for FBC Sports Ball's recap of the Super Bowl. Thanks for watching.